and welcome to Redcarpetnz.tv. I'm Sophia Nash. Tonight we're here at the Pacific Fusion Fashion Show and we're going to be interviewing our designers and our key VIPs. Great, we're here tonight with Dane Dagger and we've got a couple of questions for you. So starting with, what was the inspiration for your collection?
The inspiration was a combination of early settlement Polynesia and a sort of blend westernised trend of today. And I've sort of just fused that two together. The name of my collection is called Avaiki Tura Manui, which means beyond the light. So I've just taken that with when Christianity was introduced to Polynesia in the dark days, and I've just made it my own pretty much.
Fantastic. What would winning the Supreme Award mean to you?
To me, it'll be a lot of hard work that I've gone through to get here.
Fashion icon?
Beyonce.
All right, name your top 3 can't live without fashion items.
Fabric, needles and scissors.
You just take all of those around in your pockets?
Yeah, I'm nothing without them.
I'm here with McLolin, so I've got a couple of questions for you, Glenn. What was the inspiration for your collection?
The inspiration behind my collection was 101-year commemorations of the Anzac landing. So my attire is all about military style mixed in with streetwear.
What would winning the Supreme Award mean to you?
It would mean a lot because it means that my hard work and all the effort that we've been putting into it is actually being recognised, and plus also it just means exposure through a wider audience as well. So my brand's not just about New Zealand, it's about worldwide.
What is your fashion icon?
I'll probably say, and she's going to hate me, but my mother has always been there. She's always been on trend. She'll dye her hair, she'll wear crazy outfits, so she's been always made.
Okay, and last but not least, name your top 3 can't live without fashion items.
Dr. Martin boots, trousers, and a good top.
Fantastic. Any trousers, any top, just got to have the docs.
Just got to have the docs.
Thanks very much. Have a great night. Good luck. I'm here with Vanessa Kelly at the Pacific Fusion Fashion Show. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. So I've got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
What inspired your collection?
Well, my collection is vintage inspired, so it's really around 1950s styles, which are flattering to so many women's shapes, and it's all about colour. So
Excellent.
Lots of life, lots of colour.
What would winning the Supreme Award mean to you?
Well, I think that would be the ultimate for everyone who's here, for all the hard work that we've put in to our collections, to be recognised for that and to have a place within the fashion community would be amazing.
Yeah. Who is your fashion icon?
I don't know that I necessarily have a fashion icon, but I would say that the 1950s vibe is really my thing, so I'll just take the whole era. Can I take the whole era?
Absolutely, you can take it. It's yours. And what are your top 3 can't live without fashion pieces?
Well, I'm always in a dress, a good pair of shoes, and a good lipstick.
Excellent list. I don't wear dresses enough. I've just started getting into them. Obviously not quite tonight.
You know where to come and find one.
Exactly. I'm here with Nadima tonight. I've got a couple of questions for you. Starting with, what was your inspiration for the collection?
Just looking at the environment, I'm quite environmentally conscious, so it's about like the changing times. So I've kind of like chosen pieces that reflect different eras of how fashion has changed over the years. So it's kind of like an eclectic theme, but it's upcycling. So I use recycle and renew fabrics, and also natural resources like harakeke and anything that's from Mother Earth, Papatunuku. So changing times is my theme, from how we've changed from currently to like then going backwards to our Indigenous roots where it's a lot more earthy. Yeah.
What would winning the Supreme Award mean to you?
A holiday.
That's actually a good answer. I like it. Who is your fashion icon?
I have a lot of them, not one in particular, but I do quite admire Coco Chanel for her simplicity and femininity and elegance, but also I think I'm really inspired by Kiri Nathan, who's from New Zealand, Aotearoa. She's a Māori fashion designer who uses our Māori creativity within her designs, and Pacific, and the colours from the earth. So I quite admire her designs and her work. She's very talented.
Great. What are your can't live without 3 fashion items?
A good pair of shoes, something favourite that you like. I kind of wear these a lot. And something, you've got to have something classic black in your wardrobe. And lip gloss.
Perfect, thank you. Have a great night and good luck. I'm here with Janelle, who is Miss Earth New Zealand. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thank you. So, I've got a couple of questions for you. Number 1, who are your fashion icons?
I'm actually a big fan of the Kardashians. I don't know why, I just love watching them. I'm sure everyone says that. I guess because they're all over the media, so it's easier for them to follow and watch them and Snapchat and stuff, what they do.
What does the show tonight mean to you?
I think it's bringing together different cultures and the artists expressing their talent and their style, so I think it'll be really good and I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Do you have any favourites to win?
I'm going to go with Widow and his Wallflower brand.
I love that you actually gave me an answer because I was like, I can't say anything, sorry. Everybody. What are your top 3 can't live without fashion items?
I actually really like activewear. I think it's really comfy, so I'm always wearing tights, hoodies and sneakers, so if I'm not dressed up I'm always in those, so probably those 3 items.
Fantastic, thank you so much. Have a great night. Latafale, welcome. I've got a couple of questions here for you tonight. Number 1 being, who are your fashion icons?
Oh, my fashion icons. I think my number 1 following on Instagram is actually Galia Lahav, and I think I've pronounced that right. He does kind of wedding, kind of bridal couture stuff, so definitely my favourite. And then, of course, a New Zealand artist is Nora Swann, who's the director of this showcase, so yeah.
Okay, so what does the Pacific Fashion Fusion show mean to you personally?
It's just a show that combines 2 unique cultures. You know, we have the Pacific culture combined with kind of European couture style culture. So it's really celebrating, the new styles that we're seeing today.
And do you have any favourites to win?
I don't have any favourites. They're all my favourites. I'm really excited to see what happens tonight. And, I guess it'll all show tonight. The best person with the collection will be shown by the judges, so yeah.
Absolutely. And what are your top 3 fashion items for every day?
A really good purse, handy set of flat shoes, doesn't matter what type, and mascara.
Absolutely agree. My feet are dying.
Yeah.
Hi Deborah, how are you going?
Good, thank you.
Got a couple of questions here for you, starting with what is the inspiration for your collection tonight?
Māori designs. I've put a lot of mesh in my dresses, my evening gowns, and quite nice body-fitting dresses. So I just wanted to bring out the Māori designs for our culture.
What would it mean to you if you won the Supreme Award?
I'm very passionate about fashion, and it would mean it's going a step further towards my dream.
What designers inspire you particularly?
Donatella Versace and Anne Madsen. So I've created dresses around similar to what they've designed, but just put my own flavour into them.
Excellent. And what are your top 3 can't live without fashion items?
Heels, dresses, nice fitting dresses, and probably tops and lipstick.
That's 4. Hi Peter, welcome. How are you?
Very well. Excited to be here.
Excellent. Who's your fashion icon?
Fashion icon, sporting icon, absolute legend of a man, Mr. Bruce Lee.
So just black belts and no shirts?
Black belts and no shirts since the 70s. So yeah, Bruce Lee, definitely.
Pretty much like when you were carrying the flag then?
Very similar.
What does the Pacific Fusion Fashion Show mean to you?
For me, it's an opportunity to get across to the world that us here in the Pacific have the best to offer. You know, it's not just sports, it's not just academics, music. We have the best. We're the best fashion. You know, we rock this shit. You know, so it's an opportunity for us to get that across, and I want more of us here in the Pacific to be proud of that. Yeah.
Do you have any favourites to win?
To be honest, I'm not really here for the competition of it. I'm here to showcase that they're all amazing talent, and so no specific favourites. They're all talented in their own right. So yeah.
And your 3 favourite must-have fashion items?
A shiny, fast car, because I like cars. I'm into engineering. Good shoes. Fashion items, always wear a smile. Everyone's always so serious in everything, and I think it's important to get across, a good smile and personality.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
So I've got a couple of questions for you, starting with who inspired your collection?
Well, we got inspired by streetwear and the hip-hop scene. So we're big fans of TLC and Aaliyah, and so, yeah.
A little bit old school?
We are old school. I'm more old school. Got the fresh mind here.
What would winning the Supreme Award mean to you both?
It doesn't really mean that much to us, but personally, it means everything. We worked really, really hard on this. So, yeah.
Who are your fashion icons?
I don't really have one, but I have to admit, my idols have always been my brothers. They've always had this swag about them that I like, so I've kind of stolen their clothes growing up, So, yeah, they've always been my inspirations. With my daughter, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, more like the really old school, so Tupac, really good fashion icon for me. Yeah.
Great, and last but not least, top 3 can't live without fashion items.
We've thought of this. And to be honest, from a designer's point of view, it's our sewing machines, it's our fabrics, and our craft paper. They're the 3 most important things.
Hi Carlos, welcome. How are you?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good to be here, so yeah, looking forward to the show.
Excellent. Okay, a couple of questions. Who are your fashion icons?
To be honest, I don't really have any fashion icons. I've sort of just grown up watching TV and just watching guys, dress the way they do. So yeah, I can't really give you that answer.
It's just natural progression of fashion then, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I watch a lot of Godfather and all that, so I like to dress, that sort of gold and black sort of look, that Italian look,
We can work with that. What does tonight's show mean to you?
Tonight's show means quite a lot, actually. It's going to be my first Pacific fashion show, and I'm actually I'm quite excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have on show tonight.
Now, do you have any favourites to win?
It's quite hard to pick, but I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to sit back and I guess admire, I'm just going to admire everything and soak it all in, and who knows, tomorrow I might wear exactly what some of the guys out there have been wearing, so yeah.
You will. And what are your top 3 can't live without items in fashion?
Oh wow, I got to have a hat, just in case I have those sort of tired days. I got to chuck a hat on. I like my gold chain, got to have my gold chain. And shoes, everybody's got to have tidy shoes. You've always got to look with your shoes. Yeah, that'll be my top 3. So.
Fantastic, thank you so much. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, how are you, darling?
I'm very well, thank you. So a couple of questions. Who are your fashion icons?
Fashion icons. Now, I've got a lot, but I have to say my top 2 would have to be Kim Kardashian West and Naomi Campbell. I feel like Kim Kardashian knows what she's doing in the sense of what's trending during the times, and also Naomi's just honestly anything that she wears just encompasses her persona and how fierce she is. I just love them. Yeah. she's not your skinny, average skinny girl. She's got a big butt, and she rocks it with like big clothes that just fit her like a glove. It's amazing, yeah.
So what does tonight's show mean to you?
Tonight's show means a lot to me because I have, I'm from Fiji. So I have a lot to do with the Pacific community, etc., like that. And I love that they're just bringing everyone together, celebrating fashion and culture. And, I just love that they put this on so that people can get a view on how just beautiful the pieces are and, just how everything is.
So do you have any favourites to win tonight?
I can't say. I don't like.
It's not live.
No, I don't. I can't say. No.
What are your 3 must-have pieces in fashion?
3 must-have pieces. Always a good jacket. Throw over your throw over whatever you're wearing. Also, a good pair of shoes. They have to be comfortable, and also I would say pants. Good pants. Tight pants. I can only ever wear tight pants because I don't like wearing loose-fitted pants unless they're boyfriend jeans. So a pair of good jeans, boots, and a throw-over jacket I just can't live without.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you so much for interviewing me, yeah.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's time to let the designers get in there on the catwalk. And don't forget to join us on our website, Redcarpetnz.tv, and download your app to be a part.